It's Miss Trisha. How's everyone doing? Well, I'm back because I have an idea that you might like to do at home for an art activity. And it's some of us in House 3 have done this year before, and it's really fun. It's called monoprinting. And that's when you make a print out of something that you've painted on a piece of paper. So I decided that this stuff is really fun. This bubbly stuff that is packing material. We have a bunch of it at school, and I have some at home too, because when I get things on boxes, I save it because there's always something interesting in a box that you can make a piece of artwork out of. This is really fun. I tape it to a piece of paper, and then I have some tempera paint. This is washable tempera paint, and I just squirted it out on, I have 3 colors. You can do it with 1 color too, it's fine. And I just squirted some out on a paper plate, and I just started painting on the bubbles, on top of the bubbles, and that's really fun. And you can do anything. I made some triangle shapes, I made a rectangle shape, and just painting all around. It can be really satisfying. You want to just get the tops of the bubbles covered. You don't need a ton of paint. And let's see, let's put a little bit up here on top. At school we have these little rollers, sponge rollers that are fun, and you can use that too. But painting with just any kind of brush is fine as well. So then what you need is something to print it on. So you may just have regular paper, and that's fine. I'll show you with one big piece of paper. I'm going to lay it right on top, and then I'm going to press down. And I'm not going to press down hard to burst the bubbles. I'm just going to press down and make sure all the paper gets a little bit of the paint on it. And when I feel like that's done, and this is the exciting part, I'm going to peel it from the corner up, and that's why we have this taped down, so this bubbles stay down. But you can see the print that's coming off on the paper, and that's a monoprint. And you can keep making all kinds. You can add color, and each time your print's going to look a little different, because that's what monoprinting is, a single print from each time. But you can get really creative, and you can mix colors, or you can just do a single color. And also, parents, since our friends really like to do this a lot, you can go through a lot of paper fast. So what I did at school is I just cut down some pieces from this larger paper, and they make really nice prints. They actually are kind of like a card shape. So if you need to make a card for anyone, our friends will have a card ready to send a friend or a grandma or grandpa or relative. So that comes off right away. I even found some other things at home to make prints from. This was just an old little box I had. I don't know if you can see that there. It made a gold print. I might go back over it once it's dry with some dark marker. Might make it neat, or you can write happy birthday to someone on top. I also, if you can look behind me, I printed one of the paper plates. I just pressed down the paper plate right on top of there and peeled it up. And this would be really neat. You could hang it. You could maybe punch some holes and put some streamers down and let it blow in the wind. I used, again, a piece of cardboard, because you don't always have to print on paper. You can print on, like I said, boxes or recycled materials, and it looks really neat on the cardboard too, and it makes a really nice firm surface. I'll hold it up a little closer. So you could do one side, when one side dries, you can do the other. And you may have all kinds of other things you could think about at home. It really starts to get your imagination going when you think about what you can do with this and all the different types of prints you can make. And pretty easy cleanup too. So hopefully you guys can try this in the future. It's really fun, and I know the friends in House 3 loved doing it. So have a good time, have a good week, and we'll see you soon. Bye, friends.